Org, coming to you live from the beautiful island of Maui, Hawaii. I'm here, if you remember, with my friend Tyler, a survivor of the fire on the 1 year anniversary, and we were just out here watching the sun go down. It's almost set, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful evening, and obviously this is the anniversary of the fire, and I thought it would be appropriate to speak with someone that has lived this last year, this nightmare. And
Yeah.
Tyler was actually out on the paddle out today, and I thought maybe we would just take a few minutes just to get your feelings and your thoughts, and can share with the world what it was like out there today. They didn't want any media, so I didn't go out there, obviously. I wanted to respect their wishes.
Yeah.
But what can you tell us about the paddle out? What was it like?
It was a very powerful event. It was very humbling, and it was just great to see everybody from Lahaina and see all your friends and family and be together and be unified. Yeah, it was overwhelming, but very, very moving. I don't know, just I left and feeling inspired and wanting a better tomorrow. So just left with intentions of putting in effort every day and you know just progression, really.
Wow. So was there like an officiator? Was there someone that was leading it? Was there like people talking or praying, or what was the general program, if you will, out on the water?
So at 9:30 we all just paddled out, and we just kind of gathered together around all the other sailboats, and for the first like 10-20 minutes we're just greeting each other, just being together, and then we're able to have a moment of silence and reflect on the past year and count our blessings, and just take a moment to be in the moment, and you know uh, and then what happened, the helicopter came in and dropped all the I believe it looks like they were ashes from Lahaina, and that was very symbolic. And after that, everybody was splashing and throwing flowers, and
Wow.
it was very, very humbling experience.
Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing that, Tyler.
Yeah.
I noticed you have a new kind of hat on. Talk to me about that. What does that mean?
Yes. So this is the Blocks logo. It's
What's the block? That's the gym in town?
Yeah. That's my gym I go to in Lahaina town. It's Lahaina upside down because since the fire we've kind of been upside down. So
That was the PG version.
the PG version.
PG
Yeah,
version. Basically, when I asked Tyler, he said it's because Lahaina is basically effed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's unfortunate, and it is ever humbling and saddening to think about what's happened here. And I think, as the anniversary for me personally, and just being able to drive through the town now, it's sort of like the wound is sort of cut open again, and you just kind of feel it again. You just kind of feel it again at some weird
Yeah, you
level.
get all these memories and thought patterns that are reinitiated.
Do you notice a little almost PTSD when you hear about the fires that are igniting in other places of the island, and you hear about the people that are being evacuated, and the power outages and the internet outages we've been having lately? Is it just,
Yeah.
are you like me, where it just kind of like, you just have like the shock factor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have to agree. It's a little nerve-wracking, just experiencing sirens or just any dysfunctional traffic or anything like that. It can spark up some memories of.
Because you were
a
stuck in
bad
some
day.
traffic trying to escape from Lahaina Luna, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
do you ever just
1
feel
year
it?
ago.
You ever feel it when you're just stuck in some traffic? Does it bring back that day? Does it remind you of that a little bit?
Yeah, it definitely can. It I don't know. I won't get too in depth in that, but um, yeah, yeah, for sure. You can um, be reminded of that day just from sirens and uh, anytime there's like a windstorm, I'm kind of reminded of that day and
Yeah.
that
So
sort of thing.
you've been moved around a little bit. You lived in the hotels for a while, right?
Yeah, it was about 6 months.
6 months. And how
Mhm.
many times did you move in the time period since the fire?
So before I got the studio, I moved actually 5 times. This would be number 6.
Wow.
So 6 times just bouncing around like hotels and condos and staying at friends' houses and
And
all
even
that.
help from FEMA for your studio, that was very delayed. Am I right in saying that? I think you
Yes,
shared.
extremely delayed. They told me like about a month, and it ended up being a whopping 5 months. So that
Wow,
was
a 5 month delay in you getting your help.
yeah,
A lot of paperwork, a lot of time, a lot of effort on your part.
exactly.
Like a
Yeah.
part-time job or a full-time job.
Yeah, no joke. They kind of keep you in that gray area where you're not confident enough to be like, oh, hey, I'm getting this assistance, but um, it's just like uh, um, wishful thinking.
Yeah.
But hey, they assisted me and
It happened eventually.
paid part of my rent.
Part,
So
yeah, not even the whole thing, all right.
yeah, no,
Not even half,
I
right?
wish.
Not even half.
Not even half. Not with where I'm living right now.
And not
It's
with
kind of
the
expensive. But
cost of studios. Yeah. There was my broker, Aloha Reen, just sent out a text message to me just a few on my way over to meet you. She
mhm.
said that a very good friend of hers, that they've moved again 5 or 6 times since the fire. Their rent was just raised today. They have I believe a one bedroom in Kahana was raised from 3,500 I think to 5,500, and they can't afford that, and they're looking for a new place to live. So the rents on Maui have gotten astronomical, and part of that is because FEMA was paying so much money for rentals. And I talked to somebody else yesterday, Todd, I won't say his last name, but he knows of like 5 or 6 FEMA homes in Kihei that are sitting empty because people from Lahaina don't want to live, they don't want to live in Kihei, and they're just sitting there, and FEMA's paying the bills, obviously. But just a lot of goofy, weird things going on, and it's sad, and the suffering seems to be ongoing for the people that were affected by this fire. Even your work was recently affected, and you just got a new job. Is that right?
Yeah, now I'm doing construction
Yeah,
out in Kapalua, but our
fantastic.
permits.
Because if you guys remember, Tyler did a big interview with me. I think got 100,000 plus views, right?
Mhm.
And he was explaining how he was doing the e-foil. He's an e-foil instructor, and that recently got kind of interrupted by the government, some kind of bureaucratic red tape, and now
Yeah,
you're.
we get a lot of complaints just about the noise that the e-foils make underwater, and some of the swimmers.
You mean that little electronic motor makes a lot of noise? How does
Yeah,
that
yeah.
compare to like the motor of like a propeller of a four-stroke or a two-stroke engine on a boat? Is there any comparison to that?
Uh, a fraction of the comparison, maybe a tenth of the sound, but
Right. But you still get
um,
the complaints.
oh, definitely.
Yeah, weird, huh?
Yeah, it's just anything new. People don't tend to like. They like
Status quo.
yeah, what they don't want to lose what they have. So, um, but yeah, we got shut down because our basically our permits were pulled because so many complaints, and the DLNR had to reanalyze our situation. So we're just waiting on them to hopefully reinstate our permits.
Well, I hope that happens for you, but I'm glad you landed on a construction job up in Kapalua. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful place to work. Mahana Estates, or?
Yeah, in
Yeah,
Lahaina
yeah,
Estates.
beautiful.
Thanks to this guy. This guy has all the connections. He's the guy to know on Maui.
Well, it's all you, bro. He went and did the job for one of my clients that own a property up in Mahana Estates, and they thought you did an amazing job, as you always do, and then they referred you, I think, to
Yeah.
You're a construct builder up there, so good job. Yeah, they think you're
Appreciate
amazing
that.
because you are, dude. You're a great kid or young man.
Yo, I really, really appreciate your compliment.
Yeah, and you're getting pretty yoked out, so obviously going to the block is paying off there, bro. So
Yes, sir. We got the Spartan race coming up here on the 17th and 18th on Oahu. So I've been training really hard for that and
nice.
really upping the protein intake. And
You're doing some ice baths and you're doing some saunas and
yes, sir.
you're running like crazy and lifting and
Yeah.
calisthenics and
Staying active, living the Maui lifestyle.
that's right.
Yes, sir.
And you're eating the red meat
Oh yeah.
raw
You know,
with Gabe.
I'm not quite raw. I do a little blood now.
A little blood, yeah.
I used to cook it all the way through, but since living on the island, you learn a thing or two about health. So
yeah, that's what happens, man. People come here, and I'm telling you, their health goes up, their consciousness.
of course,
There's just an energy, kind of spiritual. I don't know what it is, but it just refines you, I think, in a cool way. So
it absolutely
I've
does.
seen you go through some pretty amazing changes since you've been here, and all for the positive.
Well, thank you, man.
So,
yeah.
you bet.
Striving to thrive every day.
Yeah, that's your
in
channel, right?
everything we do. Yes, sir.
So if you haven't checked out Tyler's channel, it's Survive or Thrive.
Yes.
So tell the people that are watching, what's your overall sense for the people that are left here in this town? What's your overall sense for the people that you know and that you talk to, and just give us the barometer, just give us the temperature of what's going on.
Oh, there's a lot of spontaneous pressure, but I like it.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's hurt. I've said that before. I said that exactly the same way on the last video, but people have this sense of pain that they're living with. But there's hope now for a better tomorrow, just because we've had time to heal, and the energy is like totally still here. Like it's
still Maui.
It's still Maui. Yeah, it's still the best place on the planet, I believe. Like you still go around and you see life everywhere. You know, not only just in the Aina, but in the people. So what I'm trying to say is we are, as a community, striving to thrive, striving to be better every day. At least that's what I believe. So
Yeah. So hope has been renewed and people are.
yes.
Yeah.
We've had time to come to closure with what happened, and you still sense like a lot of bitterness in people, just because what happened wasn't fair. But you know, we're playing with the cards we're dealt, and we're moving on,
No, that's
So,
a great perspective.
moving forward.
So maybe we just take a moment. You live in a spot. Matter of fact, I sold this property to my client a number of years ago, and Tyler needed a place to stay, and she has a studio here that she normally reserves for herself. And my client was kind enough to open it up to Tyler, and so
You're the man.
So he scored. He scored. This is an
Scored
amazing
big
spot
time.
because this is one of those rare places, the highest spot on this side of the mountain, highest. And it used to have this. I used to tell people, you don't just have a beautiful view of the ocean. You just don't have a beautiful sunset view. You just don't have a beautiful view of Molokai and Lanai, but you actually have a city light view or a town light view. So at night you could see all of Lahaina town and all the beautiful lights, Front Street. And so we'll just turn the camera down there real quick and maybe just take a moment of silence and let you guys just look at the place that is obviously near and dear to our hearts and that we commemorate on this day, August 8th, 2024, exactly 1 year after the tragic fire that took our beloved historic whaling town of Lahaina. And it still sits dark today, but we believe in our hearts that it will come back alive, and it is alive always in our hearts. And even though it looks a little hurting at the moment. We believe and know and have the faith that it will come back better, stronger, more beautiful, and the spirit and the charm and the things that we love so much about this special place will in fact be back again. So Tyler, I know you are the son of a preacher. You're a preacher's son. So I'm going to put you on the spot, and I'm going to ask you if you wouldn't mind
Yeah, no,
just saying
not at all.
a prayer right now, and just since you are an actual fire survivor, I thought it would be appropriate for you to say a few words, if you don't mind.
You. Yeah. Dear God, I can't thank you enough for today and the time I got to spend with friends and family, and just remember that this life is a gift, and we're just so very blessed to have each other. And I ask you to anoint Lahaina town with your presence. I ask you to clear the streets of any voodoo weirdness, of any death or destruction or any evil. I ask you to
Yes.
just make it new and make it whole. And for anybody that's still struggling, I pray for restoration, and you to just come into their lives and show them the life they could have with you. In your precious holy name, amen.
Amen and amen. Thank you, Tyler.
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate that, man. Any final words you'd like to share with the audience as your backdrop just blew up in the most beautiful, glorious colors? So it's a pretty special light you're in right now.
Yeah, I'd like to just honor you for just always being an inspiration in my life, and even more than that, just a friend. I've became friends with everyone in your family, and you really just blow my mind how hard you work and how passionate you are as a human, and just how much of a blessing you've been to me and so many others. So yeah, I'd like to just end on some gratitude to Mr. Eric West.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
thank you, Tyler. I appreciate you saying that, man. And right back at you. You've been a great blessing to our family, and even the day after the fire, you were at our house and you were helping, and you're a good soldier.
Hey, appreciate it.
Good soldier of God.
Hey, we all are warriors fighting this battle of good and evil, right?
Yeah,
That's how I like to look at it, you know?
yeah. And
Fight a good fight.
we're all called to do our part, whatever that is.
Yeah.
And if we just do our best, that's good enough.
Amen. We all have a calling. We just have to tap into it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, thank you. I know this was kind of impromptu. I didn't expect to kind of bump into you right now, but we
Yeah.
did. And thanks for allowing me just to slam this camera in your face. And
For sure.
yeah, I appreciate it, man, very much. So if anybody out there wants to support Tyler, I'm assuming we can put some kind of a link in the description if they want to help you.
Yeah, I got Venmo or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
We appreciate anything. I know that a lot of people gave to Lahaina fire survivors right after the fire, and then things have tailed off. So everyone probably thought FEMA and whatnot was going to kick in, but I've talked to many people that lost homes, and the grand total they've received so far is $700 from the federal government. So anybody that you can find online with a Venmo or with a GoFundMe, they need the help. They might not ask for it, but I can assure you they do. So we'll put Tyler's information in there if you want to support him in any way, or just send him some love, Send him some comments, send him some high fives, some shakas, some aloha. He's a good young man, and he's making a difference here in this community. So with that, we're gonna say thank you. Mahalo nui loa from the bottom of our hearts, from the most beautiful place we believe on planet Earth, the best
Yes,
lifestyle.
sir. He said it best.
The best
Nailed
lifestyle you'll ever find.
Yeah.
And on this day, we just our hearts go out to everybody affected by this fire. Our hearts go out to especially the families that lost loved ones. Beyond, that's the greatest loss. You can replace houses and cars, but you can't replace loved ones. And so we have a special,
Or pets.
Thank you. So we have a special place and a special thought in our hearts for those people. We ask for God's consolation to come in and make them whole. And we just thank everybody in this community for sticking together, and I still believe it was the greatest expression of aloha the days and weeks after the fire, when the government did nothing and we didn't need them to do anything, because the community came together and provided. And that to me is I still hope that Lahaina becomes a message for the world, a beacon on how to handle when tragedy like this strikes. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We shall return. We don't know where, we don't know when, but we can promise you one thing: it will be the most beautiful place on earth. You can't hold us down. It will come back. And we ask you, we implore you, please come to Maui. Come to West Maui. Stay in a vacation rental. Don't let these goofballs destroy our island by taking away the backbone of the economy. So please make your plans. Please share it with people that you know at the office, at the water cooler, on your Facebook, on your Instagram. I know, I can't read the comments because I'm blind. What'd they say?
Oh, I was just seeing how many people we had on.
Oh, okay. So please do come to Maui. Today, by the way, this channel is so shadow banned, it's not even funny. I did a live showing the paddle out, and it was the title, which was the #1 search thing for Lahaina, was Lahaina 1-year fire anniversary. I put it up and still can't find it anywhere in the search engine. So if you put that in, my live is not anywhere to be found, which is just bizarre. So your like, your share, your subscribe, your comment will make a difference in the algorithm, and we just want to spread the word of what's going on here, bring awareness, and eventually, hopefully, bring justice for Lahaina and restoration for the people. So thanks again. Until next time, Eric West and Tyler. Out. Where's the, and who's the guy?
Maui Dan.
Maui Dan. Thank you, Maui Dan. See?
Shoots Maui Dan.
Shoots, brah.